Been good. How are you, man?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Hey, little change, how you managing change and the new defense and new coaches and as you try to come back from the injury from last year?
Yeah, it's been good so far. It's been fun to, put a new scheme in and get back out on the grass, implement it, run around, play a little football.
You were technically taken off the IR last year, but does it feel like now you're back fully more so?
Yeah, I feel good, kind of back to normal, hopefully better than normal, and yeah, it's been good.
I can't remember if we got to talk to you or not after the injury, but when you're sitting on the sidelines and having to watch that many football games, what do you feel like you learned about yourself in that process?
Well, first off, sucks. Nobody likes being injured. But you just try to stay engaged mentally as best you can. Work on your body. You have a lot of time on your hands. So other than the injury, just kind of work on little things that you're trying to get better at. Stay engaged in meetings, watching games. Just kind of pretend like you're playing, even if you're not.
What impresses you so far about Ra's defensive scheme and the conversations that you've had about his vision for this defense?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. I mean, you can see it out on the field. I think everybody's playing. They want us to play fast, play free, be physical. Communication's been getting dialed in. For OTAs, obviously, just the start. Once we put pads on, I think it's going to be really fun, and I'm excited to see how it comes together.
Raheem said he's not changing the culture here; he's just building onto it. What could you kind of just speak on the culture that he's helping to create or build on?
Yeah, I think the culture is awesome that he's created. Kind of a friendly environment that you're able to come in and work hard and grind, but be supported in every aspect. They do a great job: nutrition, weight room, training staff, coaching staff, just kind of all over across the board. And I think it's been great so far.
Raheem was saying that now he sees you kind of sharing tips with other linebackers about your process, or I don't know, maybe whatever the scheme is, whatever. But can you talk about that growth that you've had in these kind of 3 years to get to the point where you're now that guy who's given those kinds of tips as opposed to?
Yeah, I mean, you're always learning, and I'm still learning every single day. But it is crazy to be going into year 3, and I guess you kind of understand what offenses you're trying to do a little bit more now. Understand your jobs and scheme, and being able to help whoever, whether it be our young nickels or young linebackers, safeties, and still learning from them as well. Always trying to pick up things and improve is important in this game.
Between you, Caden, Nate, and all the newcomers too, what is the potential of this inside linebacker group?
I think it's great. Those guys are awesome. Lucky to be in the room with them, picking their brain, learning from each other, competing with each other. I'm excited for training camp and the season to come along, because I think our inside linebacker room is going to be pretty special.
Is it easy for you to be vocal and communicate with these guys? I mean, now that a little more experience, is that something that comes natural for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as a linebacker, you have to be vocal, but you have to do it to do your job. You have to have everybody on the same page, get the front set, get the adjustments in the back end. If you're not talking, you're not doing your job. So it just comes with the territory, and definitely comfortable with that.
Coach Morris said, is there some guys you have to kind of reel in and whatnot? I'm sure you're probably one of those guys and just itching to get back out there, but you have to kind of just pace yourself knowing that this is just kind of getting back into it, and the season's still a little bit of time away.
Yeah, I know OTAs are hard to reel it in, especially as a defense. You're used to hitting people, and you have to lay off sometimes. And then coming off the injury, there again, excited to get back out on the field. So kind of have to ease back into it, but I'm ready to go.
Are you limited at all, or is it full go when it comes to recovery?
Good.
Troy, speaking about the time that you missed last year, am I correct in saying that you kind of lived with Nate during the season?
Yeah.
As we mentioned. Were there things that you could, because he would talk about you guys kind of like watching film together or whatever at home, like are there things that you were able to pick up from his game, because he's kind of seems to be a very different style of linebacker from you, so just kind of watching his stuff? Yeah,
I mean, we'd ride down to the games together and talk about it on the way back, and watch film and whatnot. And he's a tremendous player. Like you said, he's a little bit throwback, old school thumper, and so I'm trying to learn some of that. And he's extremely smart. Just kind of understands schemes and what little minute details they can really make a big difference. So he's been great to learn from.
And a couple weeks ago, we were talking to Michael Penix at rookie minicamp, and he was talking about the team bonding and whatever. And he said there's a golf crew, and he's got to find the fishing crew.
Oh, there we go.
I know he's probably a spin guy, and you're on the fly rod. But like, have you talked to him about it, or
I haven't, but we'll get him out there, and we'll get him fly fishing. Do it the right way.
Anything else?